Are you tired of delivery apps leeching away your profits? There is something you can do. Delivery apps have been around for a while. In less than 10 years, they became a behemoth business worth billions of dollars. They saved restaurants in the process, but not without dipping their hands in the profits jar. In this video, we'll share with you some of the most straightforward solutions to this issue, having your own website. Also, we'll talk about the pros and cons of delivery apps, the pros and cons of having a custom website, and about a few tips you can use to gain back your profits. When you finish watching this video, you'll have a deeper understanding of the matter, which will prepare you to make a decision. A very important decision. You can either stick with delivery apps and try to look more at their benefits instead of their negative sides, or you can just move on. What's it gonna be? Let's find out. Finally, before leaving you alone, I really want to tell you that thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed the content, please subscribe, because more videos like this are coming your way. Delivery apps became a billion-dollar industry in their own right, and they've done so by charging both restaurants and customers seemingly small fees. But these fees turned this industry into a monstrous bully that restaurants now cannot live without. Now, not everything's been bad, because even though some of them charge fees of up to 35% per delivery, it has been a very small price to pay for survival. That's why having the conversation to decide whether delivery apps are good or bad for the business is very important right now. I'm not here to tell you that you must cut relationships with delivery apps, because that's a decision that must be made based on your specific case. Now, let's talk about something very interesting, the pros of delivery apps. There are actually a few benefits putting in a good word for delivery apps. They are another way of marketing your business. If your restaurant offers them good earnings, they will promote it to the best of their ability. Most customers are willing to pay extra to receive your delicious food in their houses. Another benefit is that the same marketing efforts made by delivery companies give your restaurant brand awareness, which is vital to building a community around your service. And finally, they kind of increased your sales at a time where it was very difficult to sell anything because it was very competitive. So yeah, that was kind of cool. And now let's talk about the negative side of delivery apps. The bad side of delivery apps is that they are pricey to maintain. They're not sustainable forever. That's mostly because they charge up to 35% of the cost of the item sold per delivery. Some of them even charge customers still. Something else that you need to know is that even though they do put your name up there in their platform, they take away some of the pie in that regard. How? Well, basically when you send food with their drivers, the drivers themselves are the ones representing the sales, so they became the new waiters. That means you don't really have contact with your customers, which is vital in an industry based on service. And finally, you can never guarantee that the way the app handles your restaurant's image is accurate or as you wanted it to be. You cannot even guarantee that food will be delivered in good condition, so yeah, that's kind of messed up. The thing is that complaints from both sides are worth listening to. Now let's talk about websites. Are they really a solution? Having a custom website for your restaurant is one of the best solutions you can pick to stay in control of your earnings. Sure, they are not a perfect solution because just like delivery apps, they can be incredibly expensive. There are also some maintenance costs. And if you're not tech savvy, you're gonna have to delegate them, aka spend more money. This also depends on the method you choose to create your restaurant's website. Websites are nowadays a very big necessity because every other business has some sort of online presence, which can give you great advantages locally. Now let's talk about the pros of having a website. Having a website is necessary for the digital era we're living in. Having an online presence is vital now that the competition is everywhere, from social media to SEO. Your competition is doing it. You must also do it to avoid falling behind and even the playing field. Having a website is also important because customers are ordering online and using web search and voice search more than ever. Being at the top of local searches can actually give you an amazing competitive edge. And the best part is that you can achieve that without spending a single penny on ads or delivery apps. Another big benefit is that your restaurant will perceive all the money from online sales, which is kind of solving the problem you already had with delivery apps. Even if you have to share it with credit card companies and processing fees for online sales, that's doable and not nearly as expensive as delivery apps. You can also pair your website with your own delivery service if you have someone on payroll to take care of it, though that's only advisable if you can manage it. Finally, having a website also allows you to customize it however you want, to create content and create a hub to let your customers know what's behind the counter and beyond. Now, having a website is not a magic solution. In fact, nothing is. Having a website can actually be very expensive depending on how complex you want it to be and how many features you want it to have. Usually, the more complex the site, the more maintenance it will require. That's why it's recommended that you keep it simple. Also, even though most SEO-friendly practices are free, there's a side to it that can be very expensive: backlinks. Hiring someone to take care of generating backlinks for your website can add up costs quickly, and who knows if the benefits will make it sustainable. And finally, if you're not the only one doing it in your city, the price will go to the highest bidder. So, who wins this showdown? For me, delivery apps are not so interesting, and websites are much more interesting because they give you full control of your business. And if it doesn't work out for you, you can just change your strategy or simply delete it. With that being said, the decision is yours. Still, you must know there are other methods to create a website for your restaurant that can help you cut down operating costs. For example, our online POS app generates a website automatically for your business, and you can use it to have an online presence. This is a simple website I created in a minute or two by inputting all my restaurant's info into Waiterio's POS. No development skills needed. Also, this website is not just for show. It comes integrated with POS and online ordering capabilities. That way you can offer online sales and even contactless service with our QR code generator. While I'm here, I'm just gonna order myself some pizza. Using this website to order food is very simple as well, and anything you have on your menu is just a few clicks away. You can use it to satisfy your customers with an easy checkout process. And here's how it looks on the inside. Each of these tabs is packed with different functions you can explore to optimize your restaurant. This is a simple yet very complete restaurant POS system. For now, we'll just charge the guy who just ordered some pizza. As you can see, Waiterio's design is intuitive, and these quick buttons will take us to the checkout. Let's pay with cash. I have a 20, so I'll let the POS calculate how much my change is. And it's done. Finally, at the end of the day, you can check out how your restaurant did in the Reports tab. Isn't it amazing that you can do all of this with just one app? Check out our video on how to get started. So, let's say you want to stick with delivery apps. And if that's the case, there are a few things you can do to increase your profits and be able to sustain them in the long term. You can increase your restaurant's profit margins. This can be done by using more affordable ingredients, optimizing working hours, and more. You can also try to diversify your restaurant's revenue streams. You can create catering service, merchandising, cooking classes for dishes no longer on the menu, food trucks, bars, and more. You can also promote your good old restaurant. Dine-ins are back on the menu after the pandemic, so you can try and promote that with events like live music, a DJ, who knows? You can try anything. Just make sure that you do it safely. You can build a community by creating a loyalty program. That can be in the form of coupons, rewards, discounts, and more. Those are easy to apply with a good strategy. You can also increase your prices. Make sure to do it safely by considering how much your customers are willing to pay. Those are just 5 quick tips. Apply them as you see fit. Gaining back your profits is actually very simple. You just have to put the right effort at the right time and in the right area of your business. Work smarter, not harder, and get started right away. Good luck!